Hi, welcome. Today we're doing a little something different. We're doing a sort of talking stream because, well, I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. So we're not playing games all the time, right? Because it'd be boring if we were just playing games all the time. So today we're going to be talking in the middle of a jungle. And this is where I hang out. This is where I spend most of my time. And so here I am inviting you guys into my lounge area. So come join. We've got some lemon soda and some chocolate ice cream and a nice bar table to accompany us today. So be sure to appreciate them because they're beautiful. Okay, anyways, we're gonna be talking today, so it's gonna be just a different kind of stream. But yeah, I'll probably talk about a bunch of different things. I have some topics prepared that I was thinking, oh, okay, well I could talk about these things. And then we'll just talk as we go, so let's get to it, shall we? Okay. Oh, also, yesterday my stream cut off out of nowhere. For whatever reason, it's just all of a sudden cut off and it's just stopped. My internet just kaput, just went to zero, de Niro. And so I just lost connection. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop the stream now. So hopefully that didn't happen today. Because I was streaming in my living room doesn't have as good an internet as my room. And so today we'll be streaming from my room, where it has a lot better internet. So hopefully that won't happen. Okay, so we were playing Hitman yesterday, right? Was it that stream that I was talking about it? It was, hold on, I'm thinking. Oh yeah, so I was looking at I've been looking at dance studios recently, right? And so I was looking at ones in my area, and on top of looking at ones in my area, I was just thinking, okay, well, let's just try some big city and see how easy it is to find dance studios for hip hop in those areas compared to the area where I live. And so I look up, okay, hip hop dance studio Tokyo, right? And so I look at Tokyo, and boom, the first thing that pops up, already a super cool looking one of multiple. And I was like, man, it's just frustrating because it's like, boom, I just found one right then and there, a dance studio that is specifically for hip hop dancing. And that's just one of many compared to where I live, where I don't even think there's a dance studio that is specified on hip hop dancing. There's just some that additionally do hip hop classes. So that's too bad. But anyways, I was looking at the website of this Tokyo dance studio, right? And I was just saying, okay, well, I'm just curious how much it costs to go to this dance studio because it's in a big city and I don't know, it might be kind of expensive. And so I was looking at the costs and just checking out all the different things that they offered or the classes that they offered. And I was looking at it, and so they have I don't know if this is standard for, maybe it's because they're in Tokyo and so they expect a lot of foreigners or English speakers, but they had a section that was like a price chart for people who speak Japanese, and then they have a price chart for English speakers, right? And it's in English. And I was looking at the prices, and so let's say, like on their price chart in the Japanese version, they had one for, okay, so like a single class would be 3,000 yen. 3,000 Japanese yen, right? Now that would pay for one class, and you'd go and do the hip hop, whatever. And so 3,000 yen to US dollars is about 30 bucks, right? And so that's pretty decent. That's really not that bad. I was expecting it to be a lot more, considering it's in such a big city like Tokyo, right? But no, so that was in the Japanese section, right? And so I scrolled down and I was looking at the English section, and it goes one class, ticket for a single class, and it goes 4,000 Japanese yen, or 4,000 Japanese yen. And I was like, what? You're trying to trick the English people, the English speakers, the stupid American English speakers, or whatever country they're from, English speakers. If they knew better, if they knew how to just read 3,000 yen, they would know that they're getting scammed. If they checked both price charts. I wonder how many people get scammed by that every time. Because it's the same class, it's the same ticket. There's no reason that some English person should be having to pay $10 more. But they know that you can't read Japanese, and so you're automatically gonna just read the English one and be like, oh, I gotta buy the English one. So I thought that was funny. But hey, if I ever go to Tokyo, I'll know. If I go to that dance studio, I'll be like, nope, don't give me that cheap, or no, that expensive English price. I want that premium Japanese price. I can read Japanese, no tricking me. So yeah, I just wanted to share that little bit of information. I'm surprised. I bet that happens everywhere. Not just at that dance studio, but probably just restaurants, museums, probably tours, amusement parks, anything, any sort of thing where you go and buy something. Just be careful if you ever go to Japan. No, just at least figure out how to read price charts, right, or menus, so that you don't get scammed into paying too much. Oh, maybe I should write this as a topic, but we're already done with this topic, so yeah, we can type it as we go. Okay, so I was looking at that dance class, and I just thought that was interesting, but oh wait, hold on. Boom, there we go. And so, so I'm still working on the making a dance area, practice area for my house. And so we're still working on that, and still trying to figure out what kind of flooring I'm gonna do. I haven't really made much progress on it because I've been busy with other things, but it's in the works. I will keep you guys updated so that you know exactly what's going on. Okay? All right. So besides the dancing, besides the dance practice area that I was going to try to work on this weekend, my brother came to me yesterday and he was like, hey, I'm going to make, he wants to make some, I guess it's some sort of punch drink, like a Earl Grey punch drink, something of those sorts, some sort of tea mixture with like ginger ale, punch ingredients, Earl Grey tea, some sort of deal. And so he goes, hey, if I made this, it would be cool if you made some food with it, right? And so I was like, yeah, sure, I can make some food, whatever. I mean, like, I don't care, that sounds good. Punch sounds good, so I can make some cool food. So we were trying to think of something. I was like, oh, boom, how do you like quiche? And he was like, yeah, that sounds good. That's that French pastry, right? I was like, yeah, so if you don't know what quiche is, it's like imagine a pie crust filled with baked, kind of like fried eggs mixed with whatever sort of ingredients you want. So it'll be eggs, onions, or grilled onions, garlic, cream, I mean, just whatever sorts of ingredients that you'd like. And it's a famous dish, and it's really good. I like it a lot. I haven't had it too much, but I think it's really interesting, especially with the pie crust. And so it's like, so how about we do some quiche, right? And so I was looking on Reddit for some quiche recipes, and I saw some really cool ones, all sorts of different types of quiches. You would not believe how many quiche types there are in this world, because there are certainly a lot. And this was just on this one Reddit thread, right? And so I was seeing ones like crab meat quiche, which is apparently John Travolta's favorite, if you did not know, which I was gonna make, and then I realized, oh wait, my brother's allergic to shellfish, and so I had to skip that one. But I did pocket it, because I'm gonna make that some other day, because that sounds really good. I do like crab meat. There was crab meat, there were, what else was there? There were really simple ones where it was just eggs and cream and pie crust. There were ones like bacon, was it eggs and bacon? There were ones, what other ones were there? There was one that's like a smoked salmon quiche, and that one sounded really good. And I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. And it's, here, I'll pull up the recipe. I probably won't show it, but I can look at what the recipe entails. Hold on, let me pull it up. Oh, hold on. It's not in my pictures. Recipes, okay. Okay, smoked salmon quiche. All right, so pull out your pencils if you want to make some smoked salmon quiche, all right? Okay, write this down. 1 9-inch pie shell, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1/3 a cup of finely chopped onion or green onion. Ooh, green onion, I didn't see that. Okay, we'll come back to that. 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, 1/4 a teaspoon of dill weed. Interesting. I don't know if I know exactly what dill weed tastes like. A dash of cayenne. Good. 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. Good, yeah. 4 large eggs. 1.5 cups of half and half, which is kind of like creamer or milk. 1 cup of grated Swiss cheese. 3/4 what? Oh, for whatever reason they didn't specify how much salmon. I guess you can just put whatever. 3/4 a cup or something? I don't know. It just has a pound key sign. 3/4 a cup of smoked salmon, boned and crumbled. You'll want hot smoked / kippered salmon for this, not lox. Whatever that means. I don't know what any of those things are. I just recognize salmon. And then you'll need 1/2 a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. And then you preheat the oven to 400 degrees, Fahrenheit that is. Prepare a pie shell in pie pan, set aside. Cook your ingredients, throw them in the pie, throw them in the oven, 35 minutes, boom. Cool on wire rack for 5 to 10 minutes before slicing. So yeah, that's the recipe I'm gonna do. What is this? This is a quiche recipe. But no, originally I also was gonna, why I stopped at the chopped onions part was because my brother doesn't like onions, and so I was thinking, okay, well I won't put the onions in it, right? And so, but when I was reading that, apparently you can replace it with green onions, which he likes green onions, so we'll do green onions. Now that I think about that. Oh, maybe I should change my topic. Hold on. Quiche. So yeah, that's the, I think I'm gonna plan to do that this weekend. Quiche. So that sounds good. And Earl Grey punch tea mixture sort of a deal. So I think that sounds really good. So yeah, that's about it. Now the problem, okay, my hesitations with it is, how old are you? I am as old as a stapler can be. How about? I'm a stupid teenage stapler. That's how old I am. Okay. Quiche. The hesitation I had with quiche is that for some reason, I don't know, all of a sudden, just a few months ago, I noticed that whenever I eat eggs, I have really bad stomach pain, or it's not that bad, but it's just, it doesn't feel good. My stomach doesn't feel good after I eat eggs, right? And so anytime I eat eggs, a meal where it's primarily eggs, like of course just fried eggs or sunny side up eggs, or something like I don't know, just anything with eggs, omelets, so on and so forth, I just can't stomach it well. And so that's my only concerns with this quiche, is that I don't know if this, it uses, I think it said 4 eggs, so I don't know if that's gonna hurt my stomach or what, but we're still gonna try it. It doesn't hurt that bad, and since I expect it, it's also not that bad because I know what it's caused from. It just isn't the most fun, and so I try to avoid eggs in general. But I'll eat it this time for the quiche, because I do like eggs. It makes me sad that I can't eat them without my stomach hurting. But we will get over that for this time. So yeah, no eggs for me, except in my quiche. But luckily, some of my favorite foods do not include eggs. Actually, probably all of my favorite foods. So it's not really that big of a concern for me. It's just more like breakfast foods or burgers with eggs on them that I have to kind of avoid, I guess. But anyways, who cares? Let's talk about my favorite foods. Hold on, let's change the topic now. Fave food. There we go. Okay. None of my favorite foods have eggs. Okay? So, favorite food number 1, chocolate ice cream. I really like chocolate ice cream. Is my favorite food above everything else, above even pizza and meals and like spaghetti or ramen or curry. It is favorite food even compared to real food that you'd eat for dinner. Chocolate ice cream is my favorite, best food ever. I love chocolate ice cream. And today we brought a nice, delicious chocolate ice cream with me. However, looking at that chocolate ice cream, I would get rid of that gross whipped cream, get that out of here, and I'd get rid of that cherry. I absolutely do not want that cherry on my ice cream. Or the chocolate sauce. I'm not really a toppings person when it comes to ice cream. I especially do not like it interfering with my chocolate ice cream. I can do some toppings on other ice cream, but when it comes to chocolate ice cream, I want to enjoy it. I just want to enjoy my chocolate ice cream by itself. It's just me and the chocolate ice cream, right? And so no toppings, right? But when it comes to toppings, the ones that are really popular, like whipped cream or cherry or chocolate sauce, I don't like those. Get those out of here. I do like Oreos though. Oreos are probably my favorite ice cream topping, although I don't really usually get ice cream with toppings. Excuse me. And the wafer can stay. The wafer stick can also stay. There's no concern about that, as I like wafer sticks. But I think I like Oreos better. But I guess I don't know, even though I like chocolate ice cream a lot, I don't get it very often. Whenever I go to get ice cream, at least probably within the past year or two, I've been always trying to get like new flavors so that I can always try something new, right? Because I don't know, I just like trying all the new flavors, and it's so tempting when you go to an ice cream store. It's tempting and overwhelming when you go to an ice cream store and you look at the whole giant selection of like 40 ice cream flavors and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know which one to choose. And then you look at the menu and then they've got all these sorts of different sundaes or combinations or shakes or malts or Italian ice or this or that or the ice cream floats or whatever, or ice cream sandwiches. And you're like, wow, there's not only too much ice cream to choose from, but there's also too much ice cream combinations to choose from. It's so overwhelming, and then you're standing in line, and then there are people behind you, and they're like tapping their foot, sighing because they're waiting for you to hurry up and choose your order. And you're like, oh, I can't choose, this is too fast. So yeah, most of the time I just end up panicking and choosing some random one that I probably wouldn't even like that much, or whatever. What if you wake up and ice cream was just a dream all along? Shh, silence, Paulo. Ice cream will never be a dream. But anyways, I just feel pressured when I go get ice cream, and it's like I'm indecisive, and so I take too long, and I'm like, okay, I gotta finally choose one, and so I end up choosing all sorts of different ice creams. But to be honest, most of the ones I choose actually end up pretty decent, right? Because one time, so we have an ice cream place around my house, near my house, right? And my family and I go there sometimes. And this is honestly the best, I think this is the best like locally owned ice cream place that I've ever been to. Compared to chain places, right? And so this place is really fun. I really like it, and they always have really unique flavors. They have really cool flavors, and so we always like going there. But anyways, recently I'd gone there and I tried one, and I was looking at their selection, and they have all sorts of things. I mean, they have Big Red ice cream, like the Big Red soda ice cream. They have Thai tea ice cream. Thai tea ice cream? I mean, where do you even get Thai tea ice cream? But they have it. They have lavender ice cream, which is absolutely delicious and is so crazy. How do you even make lavender ice cream? I don't know, but they make it. They have, oh, what else do they have? They have all sorts of ice cream. I can't list them all right now, I can't remember. But I went there however many months ago, right? And I tried one of my favorite ice creams I've ever had, ever. And it was oatmeal cookie ice cream. Wow. It was so delicious and amazing. Oatmeal cookies are one of my favorite cookies ever, and this place knocked it out of the park, combining both ice cream, one of my favorite foods, and oatmeal cookies, and it was really good. I really enjoyed the oatmeal cookie ice cream, and it had pieces of oatmeal cookie. I don't know if it was cinnamon, I think it was cinnamon ice cream or some sort of cookie flavored ice cream. I don't think it was just vanilla, but it was delicious either way, and that's one of my favorite ice creams I've ever tried. Also, they have another really good one, and it was graham cracker ice cream, and that is also one of the best ones I've ever tried. It had, what was it? It was like vanilla, oh no, wait, no, not vanilla. I think it was cinnamon ice cream combined with graham crackers, maybe combined with some other stuff. It was very amazing. I really enjoyed that ice cream. And yeah, so that's the ice cream that I like. And I've tried red velvet ice cream. I've never had pistachio. I do want to try pistachio. But that's my goal, is to try all of the different ice creams in the whole entire world. And then I'll be satisfied, right? But something have you ever tried gelato? Gelato is also really good. So ice cream is my favorite frozen dessert kind of deal, but I also like gelato and of course frozen yogurt and smoothies, but that's a different topic. Gelato though, gelato is really cool. And gelato, it uses different ingredients and it's got a different consistency and texture than ice cream. And so the way that it feels when you eat it is really different compared to ice cream. And so I've tried some really cool gelato flavors, like there was an almond one that was really good, which you wouldn't expect almond gelato to. You just think it would be kind of a bland flavor, just not that interesting, right? Because it's just almond, but it was actually really good. I enjoyed that gelato. But there are also, I don't know if sorbet also falls under the gelato category, but some of the gelato places that I've been also offer sorbet, right? And so there was one, I regret not getting this as soon as I saw it because I've never seen it again, but there was one that was cantaloupe sorbet, and wow, it looked so good. Was it cantaloupe or honeydew? Oh, I think it was honeydew. One of those melons. It looked so good, and I'm so sad that I never got it because I haven't been able to find it ever since. But that's what I'm gonna set out to do, is find a honeydew sorbet. And I will let you guys know when that happens, because that will be a very important day in my life when I find that. But yeah, I like gelato. I also like custard. There's a really good custard place, which custard, I'm not talking about the creamy kind of custard, but I'm talking more about the ice cream type of custard, where it's just really smooth ice cream. It's almost a mix between froyo and regular ice cream, because it's really got a smooth texture and consistency and isn't as, I don't know if it has more or less air than ice cream. I can't remember. CC vitamin, what is it? I have no clue what you're talking about, but that's okay. But custard is really good, and of course my favorite custard flavor is chocolate, because chocolate's really good. But yeah, that's about it for the frozen desserts. But so number one is ice cream. Favorite food is chocolate ice cream. Bro, what even is custard? Have you been to Culver's? Look up Culver's custard, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. I've never had it. Custard's really good, but they have all sorts of different types of custard, like pudding type of custard, and then they have frozen type of ice cream custard, and both of those are really good. I've actually also had, recently I made egg custard, which is kind of like a pudding custard, and that one's really good. And so I would recommend that. But I like frozen custard even better. But yeah, custard's really good. But my second favorite food, next after chocolate ice cream, right, is pizza. I think I'd have to say pizza is my second favorite food. Yeah, I think I could say that. I really like pizza, and I like all sorts of pizza. However, I only like the nicer end of pizzas. I don't like the chain restaurants kind of pizza where it's like Domino's, Papa John's, CC's. No thank you, I don't want that. Pizza Hut, ooh, I don't like Pizza Hut. I don't really like pizza that much. Wait, no, I don't really like cheap pizza that much. I do like more gourmet pizza, if you can call it gourmet. Just something that costs more than $10 at least for the pizza. Usually is the threshold to where I start enjoying pizza. Pineapple on pizza is a disgrace. Any other opinion is invalid. You know, I haven't had pineapple on pizza in years now, and so I really can't remember. When I think of pineapple on pizza, though, I think of just like when I eat it, it seems like it'd be weird if the pineapple has juice in it and the juice gets on the pizza, or if I'm just eating my pizza and then I got juice in my mouth now. You don't want to. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The pizza, pineapple on pizza, I'm gonna have to maybe not try that ever. I don't know. But I like all sorts of gourmet pizzas, nicer pizzas. I think the only chain pizza place that I like, even Gordon Ramsay says no. I trust it. If it's Gordon Ramsay, then I trust his opinion. But I like all sorts of pizzas. The only chain place that I like is, have you ever had Polio's Pizza? Polio's Pizza is absolutely delicious. That is very nice pizza, and they have very nice flavor selections. But it costs more than like Pizza Hut. And rightfully so, because it's a lot better and higher quality, and they have really good pizza, so I would highly recommend them. But that's just a chain restaurant. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of where my favorite pizza's ever been. I think my favorite pizza I've ever eaten would have to be when I visited Connecticut. And apparently, so New York is really known New York is really known for their pizza. I don't know that 7-Eleven pizza hit. I don't know if I will ever, I don't think I could ever do 7-Eleven pizza. I think that's just a disgrace. Possibly even more of a disgrace to pizza than pineapple on pizza. But that's besides the point. I think the best pizza I've ever had was when I went to Connecticut, right? And so New York is known for its pizza, like thin crust pizza and maybe large slices pizza, right? And so, but apparently, even some New York people think that Connecticut pizza is actually even better than New York, right? I never knew this until I visited Connecticut, but Connecticut has actually got quite the pizza scene and quite the delicious pizza scene, if you ask me, because when I went there, we tried, how many places? We tried 2 or 3 places. I think it was just 2, and that was easily the best pizza I've ever had. And I think it was just simple, either pepperoni or cheese or maybe, what's it called? Sausage pizza or meat lovers pizza, just ones with sausage, or Supreme pizza. I don't know if it was Supreme pizza, I can't really remember. But anyways, I think that's probably some of the best pizza I've ever eaten. I can't think of other places that were that good. But I've been to a few different places around where I live, and I wouldn't know Connecticut just never seemed to exist. That's understandable. I didn't know Connecticut exists until I visited there either. But now I'll have to visit there again if I ever want that good a pizza. Hello, Kalja, how's it going? I'll try if I go though. Yeah, you've got to try. It's really good pizza. Highly recommended. And okay, so the places that I went to, what were the places I went to? I can't remember the name, but so New Haven, Connecticut, or Orange, Connecticut, that's where Yale is, right? If you know what Yale is. and it was a pizza place around Yale. It was on that campus, in that campus area, kind of just on one of the back streets or whatever. It was a very good place. And it just looked like a default kind of old-fashioned Italian restaurant, but had absolutely delicious pizza. So I'd highly recommend if you ever go to New Haven, Connecticut. But the pizzas I've tried around here, I couldn't tell you how many pizza places I've been to around here, like nice places. I've been to, I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I could remember my favorite one I've been to around where I live. There's a lot of ones I remember that were good. Well, yeah, wherever I live, wherever the Stapler lives. It is in Stapler land. This Stapler lives in Stapler land. But I'm trying to think of all the places I've ever, I don't know. I really can't remember. They must not have been that good, huh? They were decent. I don't think they were the best pizza, but since I like pizza, I still really enjoyed them. But I try, as well as with the ice cream, I try all sorts of different pizzas. Sorry, I'm blanking right now. I've tried really strange ones, like a few weeks ago, I went to a place nearby and I got a pizza, and it had almost everywhere you can imagine, everything you could imagine on a piece of pizza. It had olives, which I didn't really like the olives on the pizza, but it had olives. It had sausage, chicken, peppers, onions. If I'm remembering this correctly, it had pesto, which I'm not a super big fan of pesto sauce either, or at least on pizza. I don't know, it wasn't my favorite. And of course cheese. It just had all sorts of things. And I think the pesto and the olives kind of dropped it for me. It wasn't my favorite pizza, but it was still pizza, so I enjoyed it. And if I can eat it with ranch, then it's okay. It's okay what it tastes like, because at least the ranch tastes good, right? It's hard to mess up the ranch, and so the ranch kind of saved it for me. But I've also tried things like buffalo chicken pizza, if you've ever tried buffalo chicken pizza, and that's also really good, where it kind of has buffalo sauce, and of course it has chicken on it, and cheese, and probably some other things I can't remember. So buffalo chicken's really good. I like the ones that have barbecue and chicken on them, although sometimes you just have to be careful, and they need to have a good combination of ingredients. It can't just have barbecue and chicken. It needs some other good stuff, right? So I do like the barbecue chicken. Something too is, what else do I like? I do like cheese pizza. Cheese pizza is quite nice. Cheese pizza is like the equivalent of chocolate ice cream for me, where I don't like toppings on it, and of course because it's cheese pizza, but it allows you to just enjoy the cheese and the crust and just the beautifully, wonderfully made pizza. And so I like cheese pizza. If I'm just feeling, I just want a minimalist approach to my pizza for whenever I order it. Cheese pizza is really good. I like the ones that have, Alfredo chicken. Okay, so here's the deal. Even though I don't super like Domino's pizza, my family still orders Domino's pizza. And so I'm kind of stuck with it, right? For dinner sometimes. However, if you get chocolate pizza, I don't know if I could do chocolate pizza. That sounds a little too much for me. But if you ever go to Domino's, I would highly recommend their Alfredo chicken pizza. Alfredo chicken pizza, I think, is their best pizza. It's really good. Even though I don't super like Domino's, and even though it doesn't compare to actual good pizza, it's still, for Domino's, if you're stuck with Domino's, get the chicken Alfredo and you'll be glad that I recommended that to you, because that's really good. So I like chicken Alfredo pizza as well. That's one of my favorite pizzas. I think that's a really nice flavor combination of different ingredients and a nice balance, right? You've clearly never been to Double Dave's Pizza. I clearly haven't. Don't recommend anything from Domino's. Hey, I wouldn't recommend Domino's ever to anybody if they're trying pizza for the first time, but if you're stuck with it, I'm just trying to give you a hand, okay? But chicken Alfredo pizza is really good. Let's see what else I've tried. Oh, margarita pizza. I've tried margarita pizza. I don't know if I really like margarita pizza because I don't, what's it on there? Do they put Brussels sprouts? Brussels sprouts. Bro, the specialty chicken from Domino's is bomb. What you mean? Okay. I also haven't tried that many other pizzas from Domino's because I don't really like Domino's. So I couldn't vouch for that. All I can say is I know the chicken Alfredo is really good. I might have to try the specialty chicken though. That does sound kind of good. No excuses. Stapler has been replaced by an imposter. That's not true. This stapler is as real as she'll ever be. But pizzas, margarita pizzas, what's it have? Or artichoke. Oh, it's artichoke, I think. Excuse me. It has artichoke on it. And I don't know if I really like that. Is it the artichoke that that weirds me out, or is it do they have tomatoes on it? I don't know. It's just not my favorite pizza. I think vegetable pizzas are good, but I just don't like margarita pizza. But maybe I just haven't had the right one. That's what an imposter would say. That's exactly what somebody trying to tell somebody that they're an imposter would say. So maybe you're the real imposter. It's basically boneless wings with baked cheese and buffalo sauce. What? Oh, I thought it was a pizza. The specialty chicken. I might have to try that. That sounds kind of good. But margarita pizza is my favorite. Sus? No sus. Vegetable pizza is the best. It is not the best, but it is good. But anyways, I've had margarita pizza. What other pizza have I had? No, it's not pizza. Yeah, okay, so I'll remember that. Specialty chicken. I'll have to try that. Let's see, what other pizza have I had? I couldn't tell you what other pizza I don't know, I can't remember. I don't know. I don't think I've had any other pizza. But, well, let's see. Oh, I remember my school pizza. Homemade pizza is good. Homemade pizza, I've never been able to make homemade pizza. It's always turned out not really that good. It always tastes like it's kind of like a Play-Doh pizza that you made in your Easy Bake Oven. I don't know, it's never been my favorite pizza. Apple pie pizza, that sounds really good. I would be willing to try apple pie pizza. That does sound really good. Pizza. But yeah, I'd have to say pizza is probably my second favorite food. For homemade pizza, you need the right oven. Yeah, and you just need to know what you're doing in the good recipe. And probably making your own dough. CST's usually has it. Yeah, brick oven, a huge brick made thing, yeah. I think it's brick oven or stone? I don't know. American pizza usually looks so weird to me. Interesting. What kind of pizza are you used to seeing then? What American pizza looks weird? That's an interesting thing. I guess I've never really considered, I've never been to another country. Well, I have. Yeah, as opposed to Italian pizza, I'm not really sure. I don't know, I haven't been to other countries and tried pizza, so I would not have a comparison to base that off of. But that's interesting though. I would be certainly willing to try Italian pizza, if that's even really Italianish pizza. I live in France. Oh, cool. What kind of pizzas do they have in France? Do any of those sound familiar, like margarita or maybe not buffalo chicken or Hawaiian pizza? Italian pizza's so nice. I bet Italian pizza is so nice. That's interesting. I would, yeah, that would be cool. What, y'all got triangles? Triangle pizza, huh? But yeah, I've tried all sorts of pizza, but I'd have to say probably Connecticut pizza is my favorite. Tiger pizza. What exactly goes on tiger pizza? That's an interesting sort of pizza. I don't know if I could imagine what a tiger pizza goes, what that's like. No, but now that I'm thinking about pizza, dude, they got that spherical pizza in France. Spherical pizza? Ooh. That's very interesting. I'd be interested in spherical pizza. Milk caramel pizza, no cheese. It is really good. Oh, I was gonna say spherical pizza. And Nutella. Milk caramel pizza and Nutella. Those sound, I would be willing to try those. You're joking. Mamma Mino pizza. All these pizzas, I've got to write these down and try them someday. That does sound good. Pizzas in France usually are like the ones in Italy, at least if you go to actual pizzerias. Yeah, I bet it's a lot closer than American pizza. That would be cool. I would certainly like to go to Italy someday and try all sorts of Italian food. Because I think I'd have to say Italian food would be, I don't know if it's my number one or my number two favorite type of food. Sweet guava pizza. That sounds interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd have to try it. Nutella pizza is a thing too here though. Yeah, I guess Nutella is famous in Europe, right though? As well as it is in America, so that would make sense. We stand brick oven pizzerias. Yeah, it seems like those are the, if they're making their pizza in a microwave, maybe you should go someplace else. No, but yeah, that's as far as pizzas, but I don't know, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go out to eat with my friends this weekend and we're trying to figure out where we're gonna eat, and now I'm thinking maybe we should go get pizza because I've been talking about it so much. But I don't know, we'll have to, I'll have to think, because there's all sorts of restaurants. I mean, we could go. Mod Pizzas does the similar concept. Yeah, Mod Pizza, I've had Mod Pizza. I didn't super like Mod Pizza though. I love it. Hawaiian is amazing. And by the way, try something like pineapple on tacos. Pineapple on tacos? Interesting. That's really interesting. I'll have to try that. I wonder is it just pineapple on tacos or pineapple with other things on tacos? Who knows? No, but Mod's Pizza, I don't super like Mod's Pizza. I've had, they have their own names for their pizza. Like they just name them after people. They name them after people, so I'm not really sure. I can't remember what. If you don't like Mod, you made your pizza wrong. That could very well be the case, but I didn't make my pizza. I chose one of their preset selections, their menu items. And so you're saying that they made their pizza wrong. Because I didn't dare to make my own pizza. Because I don't know if I can trust myself with making my own pizza. I don't know if I'm knowledgeable of all the ingredients that are needed in order to make a good pizza. You can get to create your own. I'll have to try that if I go there ever again. I do like how small the pizzas are, and I think that's cute. Like how you can get a little personal-sized one. But I don't know, I just wasn't super impressed when I got there. When I got the pizzas there. But I've never ordered a menu item in there. Oh, okay, so maybe you know the secret then. But I do like how fast they pop out the pizza. Because usually, the times that I've gone, I just order when I'm leaving my house, and as soon as I get there, boom, they have the pizzas ready and we can sit down and eat. And that's really nice to me. I really like that. I think more pizza places should do that. But, yeah, Mod's Pizzas, I don't know, it's okay. I'll have to try some more things, though. No, but, okay. So we talked about our favorite food, right? Flash sheet, I feel I could ruin some pizzas. I bet you could. I think pizza's really easy to mess up and put the wrong ingredients on there. Because I've had some pizzas where I was like, I don't know if that was the best thing. Like the thing I was talking about earlier, where I went to a restaurant and I got olives and pesto. That wasn't really my favorite. And I think that kind of ruined the pizza for me. But anyways, let's move on to something else. Let's move on to our next topic. Okay, so, but hold on. I have this written down as my next topic, but I don't know if any of you have seen this. So none of you won't be able to relate. You won't be able to understand what I'm talking about. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll talk about it a little bit, and then we'll see if y'all have talked about it or have seen it. I don't think you guys have seen it, but anyways, the Hololive Council did a collab recently, and so it's a group of 5 girls, right? And they did a gender bend collab to where they did the boy versions of themselves, because they have what's called a Go XLR, which is an audio interface, and basically it processes your voice into your computer, right? And does all the computer nerd stuff, and you can set it to where it lowers your pitch to where you sound like a dude if you have a high-pitched voice like a girl. And so they did a collab, and they did the gender bend deep voice version of themselves, and I really enjoyed that. That was really cool. Hold on, let's I think it was Mystic? Holo Mystic is what they call themselves. Usually they're called Holo Council, but this time, since they did the boy versions of themselves, they call themselves Holo Mystic. no, I thought it was really cool. It was really interesting. Because usually when they do their collabs, and like I've seen them, watching them so far, and just how their personalities are so far and how they interact with each other, I've kind of gotten used to that, and you kind of, it seems like they've gotten, I don't know, like we've seen as much as we're gonna see when it comes to their dynamics and relationships because they've collabed so much, right? And so when they did this collab where they did the boy versions of themselves, I think it really like, I don't know, it showed like a different side of them, and I thought it was really fun. I think that was one of my favorite collabs of theirs because they got to like act in a different character, and they did all sorts of different, I don't know, they just talked about different things and interacted with each other differently than they usually do when they're just their girl selves, right? And so I really enjoyed that. But I don't know if, I don't imagine you guys have seen that, so you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. But I'd highly recommend it if you are the slightest bit curious. And they got the whole ordeal done. They got their characters drawn by their original illustrators, but in the they did the gender bend version, so they did the boy version. And it was really cool. And I thought it was a lot of fun, so. But I don't think you guys have seen that. So maybe we'll move on to a different topic because, but I just want to say that, yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed that. I watched that last night. And they played Jackbox, and I don't know, it's fun. It's interesting seeing how they react like that. How they react differently and interact with each other differently. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Let's see, what should we talk about next? I'm looking around my room looking for subjects to talk about. What do you guys think I should talk about? More pizza? Less pizza? More ice cream? Less ice cream? More things you have no clue what I'm talking about? Less things you have no clue what I'm talking about? Well, I can talk about my plans for probably the next 2 weeks. Okay, so this week I'm kind of busy when it comes to my schedule and making a video, and so I had uploaded a video that I had edited last week, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I already said that. But these next, I should be done by this week, right? And so these next 2 weeks, upcoming projects, if you can even really call it projects, but just to clarify, some sort of projects. Oh, hold on, let me do this. There we go. Upcoming projects. So these next 2 weeks, if you've seen the other videos on my channel, the ones where it's why this person is talented, like the 2 ones I've done is why Polka is talented and why Lami is talented. The sort of video essays, I don't know if you can really call them video essays, but these videos that I did about some of the hololive girls and talking about how they had said on stream before that they didn't really feel talented or special compared to the other girls, and those videos were kind of like a rebuttal of sorts, where it's saying, okay, well, they actually are talented, but they just don't have as conventional a talents as something like singing, drawing, dancing, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm working on the next video for that, right? I'm planning on working on the next video for that. The problem with that video is that it took so long for me to originally make the video like both the first and the second video, it took a long time for me to do the research, to watch the clips, do the research about the girls, write a script for that, record it, edit the clips, edit the whole thing together, and upload the video. It just took way super long, and so that's kind of why this third one has kind of been backlogged, if you can really say that, and kind of set off for later, because I was like, well, I want to focus on doing some other things right now and try to upload some more videos before I continue with that series. But I'm thinking if these next 2 weeks that if I could go ahead and do that, then that would be awesome. If I could finish it in the next 2 weeks, because I do want to continue and finish the series, right? Because I have one girl left, Subaru, and I think hers will be really, I think hers is going to be the most difficult, as well as, I don't know, I just think it'll be different from the other two girls because Subaru has so much, she's been a streamer longer than the past two girls that I did the videos about, and so that will be that much more content to sift through and that many more clips to look through and kind of research to do. And I also kind of think she'll be the hardest one so far because I'm going to try, so Subaru's usually known for her being loud or energetic or happy or things like that, and I do want to highlight that and that as some of her talents in that video, but I also want to maybe try to figure out things that Subaru is really good at that people don't notice and that isn't talked about that much, because I think that would really be interesting and open up to already previous fans of hers, like fans of hers right now and new fans, and be like, okay, well, here's a little bit more in-depth analysis of what I interpret Subaru to be like, and I think that'll be, I don't know, I think that'll be really interesting. So I think I'm gonna try to do that these next 2 weeks. So not until Sunday I might start working on it, maybe Monday. But yeah, so I probably won't upload videos for the next 2 weeks until I get that video finished. And so that's probably what I'm planning on doing. But yeah, I'm trying to also, since I've done 2 of those videos now, I think it will be a lot easier since I've got 2 under my belt and since I kind of know a little bit more of what I'm doing. Still not super what I'm doing, but just a little bit more. I think that will make it to where I can finish it faster, because I'd like to be able to finish it in 2 weeks. Whereas previously I had spent possibly a month, maybe a month and a half, just preparing everything, watching all the videos, researching, so on and so forth. It would just really take up a lot of my time, and I want to still be able to stream and upload videos after that, and so hopefully I can finish it earlier than my previous 2 videos. And so that's probably what I'll try to work on. So yeah, and I will still be streaming those days, these next 2 weeks, so there's no worry about that. I still will be streaming, but instead of working on videos to upload for those 2 weeks, I'll be working on the Subaru 3rd video. So that'll be, yeah, that'll be what I'm working on, and then probably after that I'll continue with my meme kind of videos, stupid meme videos that I do. And so yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing for maybe the next month or so, is work on the Subaru video and just continuing my meme shenanigans that I do. And yeah, that's about it as far as that goes. yeah, I think we'll try to work on that. But I don't know, it might change depending on how this week goes, and if I can finish what I'm trying to work on and upload it in time, then hopefully I'll be able to work on that. Hold on one second, I'm trying to do something really quickly. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point for today. We talked about all sorts of things. Talked about ice cream, most importantly. We talked about pizza, most importantly. We talked about quiche, which is okay. It's not my favorite food, but it is good food. And we talked about all sorts of things. So yeah, that'll probably be it. I'll be streaming the rest of this week, right? Even though I'm still working on other stuff, I'll still be streaming, so please be sure to come in and hop in and watch. I'll be glad to hang out with you as we do more shenanigans. So yeah, that is it for today's stream. Go check out yesterday's video. If you have not seen yesterday's video, I played Hitman 2. I became an assassin, and I used the training that I've been taught all my life, the professional Hitman training, in the form of the game Hitman 2, and so be sure to check that out. But just if it cuts off all of a sudden, just know that's because my internet cut out. But at least an hour you can watch. So, anyways, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and go eat some chocolate ice cream. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.